The altercation was between a 6-year-old, the student who did have the firearm, and the teacher, and then a round was fired. Like I said, she suffered a gunshot wound and has been transported to the hospital. That's where my thoughts and prayers are at right now.
We need to keep the guns out of the hands of our young people. This is evidence today that these are the things that happen when we have access to weapons.
Police say this was not an accidental shooting. It's unclear how the 6-year-old boy gained access to a loaded gun. The devastating incident, of course, rocking the community.
This video is brought to you by The Officer Tatum Store. The Officer Tatum Store. Get all the cool merch in the description section. Also, you can go down to the tab. Now it's a carousel. Under the video, we can click on the merchandise and buy it there. Or you can click the link, or you can just go to the website at The Officer Tatum Store. Like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get notifications anytime we go live, make a video. Make sure you still subscribe to the channel. Like this video, comment on this, share this video. Let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies, welcome back to The Officer Tatum Show. Man, a crazy situation out there in Virginia. A teacher shot by a 6-year-old while trying to confiscate the gun, parents revealed. It says the first grade teacher in Virginia who was shot by her 6-year-old student was about to confiscate the gun when the child pulled the trigger. She was going to confiscate it, and that's when he shot, Brittany Gregory said, whose son was in the class. This particular teacher, Abby Zwerner, 25, was shot about 2 p.m. Friday at this particular school in Newport News, Virginia, where the black people live. She was listed in serious but stable condition at Riverside Regional Medical Center. The teacher has been hailed as a hero for warning the other students to flee when the shooting erupted. The 6-year-old, who has been taken into custody after the shocking incident with Police Chief Stephen Drew, which Police Chief Stephen Drew said resulted from a fight and was not an accidental shooting. It says it was unclear what sparked the fight, how the boy managed to get a hold of a weapon. Gregory said that when the teacher told the child to run, they fled to the children to run, they fled to another classroom, remained under lockdown. The mom described Zwerner as her son's favorite teacher, who would leave notes in his backpack. Oh, that's so sad. It's horrible. I hope you had a great day, Gregory said. The teacher wrote in one, I want you to know your smile is contagious. Gregory said her son is still in shock and have nightmares over the shooting. I want to know who's the parents of the boy that did the shooting, because vicariously you are responsible for the death of the teacher. Your 6-year-old, can I say it again? Is this thing on? 6-year-old has a gun, brought it to school, killed a teacher. You are responsible for your children's actions at 6. How would a kid know what to do with a gun at 6? How would a kid get a hold of a gun loaded at 6? The gun must have already been loaded. The kid pulled the trigger on it. It is a shame at what happened. It's probably highly likely that the 6-year-old is probably not going to get charged. The culpable mental state is about 8 years old. So any child under 8, they're not competent enough to understand the ramifications of being charged with a particular crime. It's called culpability. And the culpable mental state is 8 years old and above. So anything under 8, which this kid is 6, he's probably not going to go to jail for shooting and killing a teacher. However, there should be, and I believe that there will be, charges filed against the parents if they can in fact prove that the gun came from the house. And I would argue that, you know, for your 6-year-old to get a gun for your 6-year-old to get a handgun should be very hard. It should be very hard. Like, how can you not secure your handgun? I don't. You can shove it under the mattress or something. The kids should never know they're there and have a incredibly hard time getting a gun. I don't know. How do you 6-year-old get a gun? And why is your 6-year-old even understanding what getting a gun would do? And I would have to argue that what probably happened was that you have a young man growing up in a violent environment. Mama and daddy ain't there. I would argue that daddy ain't there. That boy don't have a daddy acting like this. More than likely, it's a possibility that he does. But if you ask me, daddy ain't there. The young boy's parents is probably either using drugs, selling drugs, gang banging or something. And there's a possibility that they are not. But if I had to make a guesstimate, I'll say that they doing something. Listening to rap music and thugged out stuff all day long. Because there is no way whatsoever that your child should think that the solution to any problem or conflict is to grab a gun at 6. Mind you, ladies and gentlemen, he's 6. I'm surprised he could even pick up a gun and hold it and pull the trigger at the same time. He's 6. And the teacher goes to confiscate the gun. I don't really know what that means. I don't know if she was trying to stop him from shooting or she was trying to take the gun from him and she ended up getting shot in the process. Either way it go, it is a very sad situation, and it's unfortunate that that teacher lost her life, making $40,000 a year dealing with people's baby kids. And I hate to say it, I hadn't seen the school. I could be 100% wrong. But what I will say is that I feel like this happens all too often at schools where there are minorities, young kids. It happens all too often.